Yesterday, when the president tweeted that the Democrats are basically an angry lynch mob, they completely lost their mind and cried all day because he used the L word.
Instead of the phrase witch hunt, which this time he used a much more incendiary word, talking about the investigation. Here's what he tweeted. He said, all Republicans must remember what they are witnessing here, a lynching.
A lynching?
And I rise today with a heavy heart and tears welling in my eyes. I rise. I rise because how dare the president compare lynching to impeachment? How dare he do this? Does he not know the history of lynching in this country?
Maybe it's time that someone tell Congressman Al Green that the term is often used as a figure of speech to mean that an angry mob is coming to get someone. Joe Biden responded to President Trump's tweet saying, quote, impeachment is not lynching. It's part of our Constitution. Our country has a dark, shameful history with lynching, and to even think about making this comparison is abhorrent. It's despicable. Donald Trump must be the only politician in the history of America to compare impeachment to lynching, right? Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's Democrats back in 1998 talking about the impeachment of Bill Clinton.
The inequities in the impeachment process have been glaring. What we are doing here is not a prosecution, it's a persecution. And indeed, it is a political lynching.
So I will not vote for this nightmare before Christmas. I will not vote for this lynching in the people's house. I will vote against these resolutions.
Even if the president should be impeached, history is going to question whether or not this was just a partisan lynching.
This day feels to me like we're taking a step down the road to becoming a political lynch mob.
And for those of you who say that this isn't about sex, I agree with you. This is about getting rid of the President of the United States. The whole idea is a lynch mob mentality that says this man has to go.
Thank God for the power of video. And speaking of video, there's plenty more to come in this one, so stay tuned. But real quick, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, because if this is your first time watching my channel, I'm surprised that you were even able to find it at all, because YouTube is censoring conservative content from the search results, from the recommended section, from the homepage. So subscribe to my channel here and check back every Monday through Friday for a new report. CNN also used the L word to describe Republicans trying to get to the bottom of what happened in Benghazi, with this headline calling the Benghazi hearing the high-tech lynching of Hillary Clinton. Simone Sanders, the angry loudmouth with the shaved head you may have seen on CNN, who now works for the Joe Biden campaign, tweeted out, "Do not ever describe anything other than an actual lynching as a lynching." Ha! Well, Simone, you better tell your boss. This is not the craziest thing to have happened yesterday. However, we also learned that the Always MaxiPad company is now removing any reference to women from the packaging on their products to become more inclusive. As you're probably painfully aware of by now, the liberal media industrial complex has been trying to brainwash people into thinking that men have periods too. Social justice warriors have been pressuring feminine hygiene product companies to make these changes, like this person who tweeted to Always just last week and got this reply saying, "Thank you for sharing your thoughts on our packaging. It's important to us to hear your opinions, and your comments are noted and appreciated." Imagine being offended because the packaging on MaxiPad says that they're for women. In Canada, there's a transgender woman named Jessica Yaniv who sued a waxing salon for women because they refused to give her a bikini wax on her, Surprisingly, the court actually ruled in favor of sanity and wouldn't force the poor workers to wax her balls. Another glimmer of hope that sanity may be returning to some parts of society happened over in England when a transgender man who gave birth to his child sued the government because he was listed, of course, as the mother on the birth certificate, but he wanted to be listed as the father. Don't get your hopes up too high, however, because a transgender woman who's a biological man but identifies as a woman set a new world record in women's cycling. Thankfully, Donald Trump Jr. is on our side and pushing back against this madness, tweeting out, "This BS will destroy women's sports and everything so many amazing female athletes have worked their entire lives to achieve. I couldn't care less how you identify, but this isn't right." It's not right, Don, but if the Democrats and the Silicon Valley Titans gain any more power, soon we won't be able to speak simple, obvious truths like 2 + 2 = 4. That's a reference, of course, to George Orwell's 1984, where the ruling party became so powerful that they were able to convince or scare the population into believing and repeating complete absurdities as if they were facts. So I've released my new 2 + 2 = 4 shirt, which symbolizes the obvious truths that the liberals are trying to attack. We will not bow down, and we will not go along with your insane agenda. 2 + 2 does not equal 5, it equals 4. So order yours from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. And like all of my designs, it's available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. And you get a great shirt and support my channel, and you can meet like-minded people who have a brain to discern the secret code. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check it out.